The Fox 4 breaking news tracker is in Sanibel right now, where part of a neighborhood is just now being reopened hours after a police officer was shot there. Here's what we know right now. That officer was treated and released from Lee Memorial. The suspected gunman has been arrested after a shootout with police, where residents were told to lock their doors and stay away from their windows.
It all started last night at about 8 o'clock. Investigators say the officer was doing a routine traffic stop on Periwinkle Way when a drive-by shooter just opened fire, hitting the officer. Police were able to track that gunman down to the Dunes neighborhood. They say he was injured in a shootout with officers on Sandcastle Way. Now let's get to 4 in Your Corner's Malcolm Johnson, who's live in our breaking news tracker on Sanibel now. Malcolm, what's happening? Have things calmed down since then?
Chris and Miriam, we know that after this officer-involved shooting happened last night, there were several different roadways that were shut down. Law enforcement shut these roadways down because there was an active investigation taking place. Right now, we are driving down one of the main roadways here where we know that there was law enforcement involved, and we had the Sanibel Police Department and also the Lee County Sheriff's Office involved as well. Take a look outside of our breaking news tracker right now. We do know that this is the fifth member of the Lee County law enforcement to be attacked in 2 weeks. And now it's the Sanibel Police Department that's investigating why one of their own officers has been shot in a drive-by shooting in one of the safest areas of Southwest Florida.
Never been an officer shot on Sanibel till tonight.
Newly retired Sanibel Police Chief Bill Tomlinson tells Fox 4 one of their own got shot Sunday night in a drive-by shooting while conducting a routine traffic stop here on Periwinkle Way.
I was not expecting this, and Sanibel's like the safest, most peaceful, chill place.
A search for the shooter took police to the Dunes neighborhood, where he and Sanibel police engaged in a shootout. The shooter eventually surrendering at his home. Jennifer Wake works at the Lazy Flamingo, a restaurant so close to the shootout, patrons could hear the gunfire.
It was very crazy, and we had a packed restaurant, and it's like, what do? Never once did a cop come and lock us down personally. Like, we were not told that we need to stay indoors at any time.
Sanibel Police and Lee County Sheriff's deputies put the Dunes neighborhood on lockdown for more than an hour and told residents to stay away from doors and windows during the ordeal. The officer, shot in the shoulder, has been treated and released from Lee Memorial Hospital.
We at the Sanibel Police Department are very concerned for him and his family, and we hope that he'll be fine.
Was that Bailey Road? All right, so Chris and Miriam, we were just driving down Bailey Road, but if you look in front of us right now, in the distance there, you can see that there is police tape, and we believe that there's obviously a crime scene that we're looking at in front of us. There's what looks to be a tow truck here right in front of us as well. So this is a developing story that we're going to stay on top of to find out exactly what happens. But you can see off in the distance there that police tape. I can't tell you again, Periwinkle is reopened, Bailey is open, the Sanibel Causeway is also open. But we're going to stay on top of this story throughout the remainder of the morning. For now, we are live reporting in the breaking news tracker here in Sanibel Island. I'm Malcolm Johnson, Fox 4. In your corner.
Okay, we'll keep checking in with you, Malcolm. Thank you for that. And this shooting affecting people who live in that area, even into this morning, where roads were shut down in that Dunes neighborhood. Some people couldn't even get into their homes. Anytime a police officer fires a weapon, that investigation is much more intensive and time-consuming. Now, that's at least part of the reason why officers had roads blocked and several streets closed while they gathered evidence from the crime scene. We spoke to one couple who was at a movie when the shooting happened, and they couldn't get into their house for hours.
I know that right now the perpetrator has been arrested or whatever. Why is it not possible to escort 2 residents back so they don't mess up with the inspection or whatever they have to do for the crime scene and let us go home?
Well, you can hear that man was frustrated. Several roads in his neighborhood were closed until just after 3:30 this morning.
And this is